them as the word of mouth they're doing is mainly having a huge impact because the mouth-to-mouth effect is unlimited. It's low cost. You're not paying for those people to talk about your brand. They're just loving it. They want to share with their friends what they're wearing, what they're eating, and it's mainly free and it's having a huge impact. Right now, people are getting their information with social media, so you really need to optimize that. That's why we're talking about that today. So you find the influencers that are really fan of your product and are going to have an impact on public opinion to create great reputation to your brand. So now the community effect. The community effect is what people are looking for when they go on the internet. They want to, it's like the new way to talk with people, meet your friends, be like in touch with them. So a website should permit, first of all, to form a community because people are looking to be part of something. They want to be talk with people that are having the same value and interest in them. So you really need to create something that will permit them to join the other members, increase the affecting link with the members, give update information to also make your website more attractive. People need to have a reason to go to your website, not just like no interaction, no feedback. How would you do that? Well, you need to create a community on your own website, first by doing a forum or a chat, instant messaging, email between your members, create some videos and pictures that will like do interaction with your members, but also integrate existing communities such as Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. It's the way to really have your link with your customers and interact with them and have some creativity in with your company. So let's begin with Twitter. What is Twitter? It's a microblogging platform for social networks. So in fact, people are just blogging to each other with tweets that are sent to followers. So you basically register and your friends or you're following people and people are following you. You can follow companies and it's really like a community that is forming and it's 140 million users in 2012. It's gigantic, 340 million tweets sent per day. That's a lot of tweets, so a lot of opportunities. People are talking on those social media. With smartphone right now, you can get your tweets like all the time so people know exactly right away what's happening. So we will begin first because it's an introduction to Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, the social media, with what's a tweet. In fact, a tweet is simply a short message of 140 characters maximum. So you can have a short link on your tweet. So for example, as we're seeing on that image, it's a little bit small, but you can have a link to the company of the chip, and you can have a link that you can take a picture of you eating the chip. So basically, your friends are receiving an advertisement, basically, of the company of the chips. They're seeing an image of your friends eating chips. So then you're really having like a direct link with your customers. So they're also saying, oh, those chips are amazing. So people are like, I'm going to try it. That's the whole point of Twitter. So send instantly tweets that are really visible with your followers. And it's also an excellent customer relation management tool because you can give updates and upcoming infos about your product. The advantage of Twitter is it permits to link promotion and other interesting offers rapidly to your customers. So people will agree to join your group. They're going to look for your group, join it, and expect to find something interesting from it. So you need also to keep your customer informed of what's happening. And if they're commenting something bad, we're going to talk about it later, but you really need to react as quickly as possible. What's next? So Twitter, it's basically, to create a reputation, you want to have customer trust, you want to interact with your partners. So it's really the whole point of Twitter. First, you need to share with photos, seen about your business, developing project events, show them on Twitter. Like, share whatever the latest things is what is happening with your company. You also need to listen to them. So really regularly monitor the comments about your company, your brand, of your product. If people are saying something bad, well, you can say we could refund you, or really try to control what's happening on your Twitter. You cannot just open a Twitter account and then follow it. You really need to respond to what's happening as soon as possible. The best is like in the same hour, respond to what's happening. Also ask questions to your follower, entertain, be proactive. Try to give them some insight, show them you're listening, show them that you want to talk with them and your interest about your fans. Also respond to the compliments that you're getting on internet. If people say, I love your food, I'm eating it every day, well, those are your consumers. Those are your main influencers. Those are the people that really are going to make your brand show and to be able to give some a great word of mouth. Rewards. Well, reward is deals and discounts and special offers or updates to leads that people are going to stay on your Twitter account. Champion your stakeholders. Well, retweet, reply publicly to great tweets. Offer like reference article and links that are related to your business. It's not obligated to be just your business. You could relate to, if you're doing your travel agency, well, you can refer to a great museum or a great park that could be interesting for your business to go. So really champion your stakeholder and reply also publicly to the great tweets that happen. It's also important to establish a voice on Twitter. You're not talking to your best friend, so you really need to have a great tone of voice, no bad words, or really like direct, likable tone of your voice, from your voice. I've seen bad story. Mark, for example, recently I heard a marketing agency, the owner just replied something. There was a picture of a girl, and he replied something mean to her, and of course it was written the agency was working for, and it creates a big boom with a lot of people talking about how that guy was mean to them, and it creates something gigantic, and the company was affected with that. You need to remember that what you're writing on social media and Twitter, you're not going to be able to erase it. It's going to be there, and it's going to be in your history of your website and your social media. So you really need to control it, and remember that if everyone is going to see it, and it's viral. So it's just a question of minutes, and it's going to have a huge impact. Now for LinkedIn, another great and important social media. More than 100 million members for you and your company. Huge opportunity, first for career opportunities, but also for business, because it's a great professional network that permits to tell about your company story, to target your network of business contacts, to highlight your product and service, engage your followers, and share career opportunities, so drive word of mouth. The whole point of LinkedIn is in fact to get recommendation, see who's on your LinkedIn account, what's happening. So we're going to see what will members see, in fact. Well, the post you would like to put on LinkedIn, it's in fact the product release, the industry news, your friends and colleagues that are connected. So you're going to say, oh, my best friend is with them. I should be with them too. It should be a great company. And then recommendation from trusted LinkedIn members. With that, you get LinkedIn analytics. By opening a business page, you get some info about what's happening with your LinkedIn account. So you need to understand who are your followers, who's viewing your page, and what content appeals to them. And that's amazing because LinkedIn is offering you all that. So before the graph, we're going to see how do you do that to create your page and get some interest about your LinkedIn page. Well, you first have your share button that you should put, the share button of LinkedIn that you should put at your page to see if, for example, people want to register directly with LinkedIn as a LinkedIn user. They're going to use their LinkedIn address to enter on your website, so that it would facilitate you to get infos about your customer instantly. You have their LinkedIn infos, and you're going to end up to their LinkedIn user, so their page. The recommend button needs to be right next to your product and service that are relevant to LinkedIn products. You don't use LinkedIn for everything. It could be really good for a service. Product, it depends. You could give detail about your product, but it's not a place to necessarily do a huge promotion. I would better use like Twitter for that. Follow company button will engage your company, engage your customer, and potentially develop some leads. Also, under your LinkedIn account, you're going to have company insider that will allow you to highlight your company's employees. So on LinkedIn, your employees are going to be there. If they did something extraordinary before working with you, it would be great to have them on your LinkedIn page, and so people would access to see who's working for that travel agency, who's working for that marketing agency, or this green enterprise. Well, people were working in marketing before, so it's creating word of mouth. You have your network, so that's pretty good for your business. And so, as I said before, you can sign in with your LinkedIn with allow them to quickly identify themselves. So that would be great too. Now, the graph I was talking about. I don't know if it's seen as well for everyone. Okay, so first, we're seeing the first graph here on the left. So you can see that you're going to have a summary of your info on LinkedIn. So your professional, they are mainly, for example, from New York, and they are in marketing, and they're basically senior or owners of companies. You have 68 members, and you got how many comments last week? That's awesome, because you can really have a daily idea of your LinkedIn people. So right down here, you have also the function they're having. What are the seniorities? How many people are? So if you address more yourself to people that are managers, CEOs, or just entry-level people, that's having a lot of impact of what you're going to say on that website, who you're going to talk to. Here you're having your growth. So during the year, how many people are coming? What are the months where you're getting more members? And you can think also with that, what did I do different this month? So what's having a greater impact for my members? And down here, you have the discussion that happened on your LinkedIn account. So you can see like if there was an impact or not, if people were interested about what you were saying. So really unlimited, like you can have the demographic growth and activity info about it. I hope everyone is hearing me well and everything is going great. Just raise your hand if you don't understand something, and feel free to ask questions. So now for Facebook. Well, mainly everyone knows Facebook, of course, those days. It's the biggest social website. It's just enormous. So 3 types of partnerships: classic publicity for companies, pages, like a fan club pages where you can put videos and and fans can interact with each other. It's basically what mainly the companies are doing using their fan page. And also groups, that would be, for example, if you like dogs, you're going to create a group, but you can also have a fan page of your company, or the events you did could be another page. You can have your own page of the business and then a page related to an event you did. Creating a Facebook page is free, so that's just a great opportunity for you. Also an opportunity because 42% of business-to-business companies and 77% of business-to-customer companies have acquired customers through Facebook. So it's just mainly an important opportunity for you. Now I have a great video that I hope you're going to hear. I'll do my best to offer you that video, which would be great. Just give me a minute. We are going to start again. So I hope everyone here, that video, so it was showing you basically what great opportunity is Facebook for small business. Videos coming from your customers, like your companies, and you really have like a lot of opportunity with your with Facebook. So now I'm having a question now. I might reply. I will respond to the Twitter question in a minute. I'm just gonna, so I'm gonna do at the end a question about the Twitter for the statistics. So basically about Facebook. So now you're having, when you get after your Facebook account, you really get that kind of pages, an overview of Facebook Analytics, it's called. I put you the link at the end. So you have your total of likes. So every day you can see if you get more likes, the number of fans that were increasing, the people that are talking about your page. So that's great. Because just by putting your pointer here, you can see every day what was happening. So you can see if you write something, you create an event, how many people react to it. So you really can measure what you put on, what's the impact. So that's great because you can see like, okay, when I'm talking about this kind of subject, I'm offering that kind of promotion, I have 200 people replying. But when I'm just giving a rebate of 1%, well, it's not working as well. So you can really measure the impact of your promotion, your publicity. What are the weekly total reach also of your customers? So how many people are ending up to your page? So you can see all the the page for the post, like the weekly reach, and really every day. I'm having a question. No, I'm good for the question. Sorry. So now an upcoming feature also about Facebook that would be awesome is not in Facebook yet, but it's the want button that will come. So it will be great because people will be able to share product purchase. I'm not talking to them about Pinterest, which is huge now because it was a bit different, but you can also, I'm going to put you a link about Pinterest to share about product purchase. The one button is really, people will be able to say, I want that dress, or I want that book, or I want that trip, and share it to their friends. And a bit like Groupons, I think it would have the same impact of saying, well, I just got that rebate, well, I just got that promotion, or I'm going to buy that dress, and then you have people that are following you because you're influencing them. You're the consumer actor. You influence people to buy your product. So then the one button will be now on Facebook, which is great. Now, the do's of social media. I'm going to do the do's and don'ts of social media because we've seen Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Really important. You're not doing social media just without thinking. Social media is it's going to be forever in the internet. You can do, there's some bad history about messed up conversation on social media that just like ruin the reputation of companies. So really people are basically looking for stuff when they go on social media. They are looking for something from the companies, and that's how they, that's why they stay with you. So you need first to offer them incentives through products. We can see there's 75% of those people that are looking for that in your social media. They want to be able to solve problems with your website or your fan page or get information. For example, getting customer service. It's not the best way to talk about it on Facebook, for example, but you might have customers that are going to ask customer service questions, and then you refer them to your 1-800 numbers or to your website or to give them an email address where they could ask their questions. So really important. Getting your feedback on product and service. So that's great. They like even to get feedback. They like to be asked of what they think about their product. But now, what you don't do with social media. Really important. Those are big numbers. 58% of people said that companies acted irresponsibly towards their customers. And so, like I told you before, the experience with the marketing agency that said something bad to a customer and then it has a huge impact about the company itself, well, it ruined the part of the reputation. So that's just like what you don't want about social media. It's supposed to be positive, so really you need to control what you're saying on social media. Also, you need to be careful of not over-communicating with your social media. Over-communicate with your customers. They want to get info from you when it's important, not to just to give the same message every time or receiving a tweet of the same thing every day. It's nothing new for them, so it's not, you need to think about what you're saying to them. The content to the company or brand provide me is not relevant, so that's exactly what I was saying. You really need to give something great about what you're offering. So really think about what you're saying on your social media to keep your audience like proactive, interested about what you're saying. Now I'm going to speak about briefly about other marketing tools that could be interesting. I could speak about those marketing tools for hours. They have a lot of particularity. At the end, I put you some links about how to develop those and how to use them, those tools. I just thought they would be interesting for you to get in touch with your customers. So the mobile marketing first is with the smartphones that are everywhere. It's really a huge advantage for you to be creative. For example, mobile websites, well, you can optimize your just using the phone to have something that is making sound or videos that could start your website. So you can really use the device you're having to do something different. For example, SMS also, I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but basic phones, so not smartphones, could use a push and pull strategy. So the push is really your announcer to your customers, so they will get alerts or coupons. But of course, you need the customer agreement. And also the pull is, for example, the customers is asking from the announcer, for example, from a shop to get advertising from them, and the customer was subscribed to receive offers. So that could be a good advertisement. The application also, we're not going to enter in that today, but well, it's unlimited application. You could do like something about just a contest so people will, or just link in with some products to get infos about it. You can read the magazine now on the smartphone, so that's really unlimited. And we're going to look over the QR code, 2D barcode also called, and the location-based advertisement. So let's start with the QR code. So as you can see, I put you a couple of pictures to show you exactly what the QR code. In fact, with the smartphone now, customers are having a QR decoder in their phone. That's free. They can download it as an application, and it will provide them quickly when you scan something. It's basically a scan. You can have access to the website, to coupons or tickets for shows or stuff like that. So basically, if we see the car publicity, people would scan that and get infos about the meaning, which could be like their price right now, and so they will get infos on their phone, and could keep that info for later. Magazines, so if they get a rebate or something like that, they could use it. So it's really with that free QR code generating website that I'm also going to give you the link. You have basically, you get free, you have already a free QR code generating website that would permit you to create it for free. And then your customer, you're going to link it with your website, and your customer will have access to rebates, information about your product, and so it's really an interactive way to keep in touch with your customer and use it differently. Okay, so I'm getting questions. Just a minute. Okay, I got a question from Maria Isabel Leon, who's asking me how helpful or not is it to get a public figure to talk about your company. So am I understanding right? You public figure, you're meaning by what exactly? Could I have a precision about that? Oh, okay. So she's asking me basically how a public figure, such as a singer, okay, or a TV presenter. Well, it depends of the money you're having for sure. Well, in fact, it's really, just a minute. Okay, so just to respond to the public figure, well, it already depends on the budget you're having. You have agencies that are just quickly finding you public. It's basically, it's easy, but I mean, you need to have the money, and it's a lot of money. For a startup, it will be pretty hard depending on the budget you're having. And can you expand a bit on the ads and the numbers on Twitter? Can, sorry about that. So I got a question about Twitter from Dylan, I think so, about the ads and the hashtags. So the ads will be if you're talking about, for example, YEBT on your Twitter sentence, and the hash will be to refer to, for example, a topic like traveling or Indonesia or something like that. So the hashtags will be really to refer something, and the at would be to refer to something. Okay. Also, Google AdWords, very interesting. You create your ad first, so Google are not doing it for you. Of course, you can use a great a graphic designer, and whoops, editing a page. A minute. Sorry about that. Okay, create your ads and choose your keywords. So Google AdWords basically is when you're typing something on Google, you are going to choose which keywords you want to, that people are going to look more. So Google AdWords is really well created. You're going to see which are the words that are the most searched every day. So example, you're searching about carpooling, or that's a bit hard. Yeah, for example, car sharing. You know, when you share a car with someone, I don't know if you have that though in the Caribbean, which that could be a good idea because it's exciting maybe. But so for example, you're talking about Indonesia. Well, people are going to talk about Indonesia and, for example, the famous monument or museum. So they're going to talk about, they're going to type Indonesia, and then you could have your museum or your travel agency coming under. So you really can target your reach. Maybe my example wasn't the best. Like, for example, it's really basically choosing the right keywords for the company. So the words that are the most searched on Google. And this way you target your reach, you get a control of what's happening with your advertisement. Google AdWords is really great because you pay per click. You have the possibility to just pay if people are seeing your ads or not clicking on it. Google AdWords is really like, for example, you're searching something on Google, and on the side, you're going to have, for example, a publicity. You can go and carry bins for $2,000. So they're going to click on this promotion and get instantly to your travel agency. But you're just paying when they click on it. That's the beauty of Google AdWords. Google AdWords Express is also to be visible on Google Maps. So, for example, people are looking in your city and they want to go there, so they're looking on their GPS, and they are going to find your company under, of course, their destination, so their map on Google. They're going to see that your company is around. So if they're looking for a good restaurant around your town and your name is there, you have a good chance that if they're hungry, they're going to stop by. Location-based advertisement, that's basically my favorite. For you, I think that most of you are from South America. You have a lot of tourists, a lot of people that need to be aware of what's happening, who they need to enter in your store, enter in your company. So it's a personalized marketing depending on your geolocalization. Just a minute. Sorry about that. So I got a question from Luisa Cardenas, who was asking me, where does this ad show up about a Google AdWords. In fact, Google AdWords is when you get you do a Google research, you're gonna have when you get your result page, you're gonna have all the result links, and on the right side, normally you have your ads, some ads that are showing up. So, for example, promotions, and you can click on the site because it's always related to the keyword you search. So when people are searching travel agency in the Caribbean, well, on the side, there's also publicity. So mainly people are usually clicking on the link under, but they're also on the side, there's advertisements. So you can see, oh, there's a huge promotion for that travel agency. That's great. So they're going to click on it. I hope it answered your question. Now, location-based advertisement, it's really a personalized marketing on your geolocalization. I have an example, which was, for example, Twingo. It's like a coupon company who was soliciting at the Friends Stadium. So people were entering in the stadium for a football game, and there were some towers, Bluetooth, that were recognizing your smartphone and sending you like a text message. In fact, it was like a picture, like we're seeing right here on that Starbucks that is saying you can have a coffee in 15 meters, a Starbucks coffee in 60 meters. Publicity directly on your phone with those Bluetooth towers, it's great because for you guys that are having people that are coming, a lot of you guys that are having, for example, a tourist company or cultural company, you want your people to enter and they not necessarily know you're existing. So it gives them incentives to enter in your store. You can get, for example, a rebate in front of your favorite shop, an offer when you're closed from a travel agency. So that would be just great for you guys. Basically, the tourists that are coming by don't really exist. So it would just push them to go see you. Advantage, big potential. Disadvantage, private life intrusion. So of course, people might control the text message that are not like that they didn't agree to get. So you might have, of course, some people that just block it, so you would not reach the people. I'm going to try to show you this video now. Of course, I need also to emphasize that all these tools can be complemented with a graphic designer. So they can establish a well-defined corporate image and can create a top of mind, in the target customer. So let's watch that great video that will explain you a little bit like more in image, the location-based advertising.
Use LabTech location point advertising. Great advertising moves with that.
So of course, I'm not doing publicity for NASDAQ. It's just a great advertising for location-based advertisement. So as you saw, it's basically a great opportunity to show, like, really pop up on the phone of people whenever they're close on your place, and use that as an opportunity to reach your target market. And finally, the key success factor. The key success factor now, so really what I want you to remember is that when you need to think before going in social media and on website, think about what is the added value a customer is going to get in with your social media. So are they going to be informed about your product? You want them to show you your promotion. You need to think about the news you're going to give them. You need to have a lot of content ready to give them to keep interest. So you need to think, what are they looking for in your website, in your fan page, in your LinkedIn account? Are you having great recommendations? You need to control that. Target your message by choosing wisely your media. Of course, depending on your product, depending on your service, it's always like you need to control it. So target your message by choosing wisely your media. I'm meaning choose really what's good for your company, and of course you're the best people to what are your customers looking for. Use your consumer actor, really your influencer, your consumer actor, the people that are talking about your brand ambassador. So the fans are basically the core of your company. It's them who are going to give you promotion for free. So optimize that by giving them incentives to continue going on your social media and talk about your brand. Optimize your social media. Keep your brand top of mind by, of course, as I was saying, engaging your followers. So create memories about their experience. So if you're doing a travel agency, well, people need to offer them to talk about their experience, and it's the best way. Now people are not are looking on their on the social media to get info about your company, and it's with those comments that they are going to choose, okay, I'm going to choose this agency, whether another one. So I hope, frequent asked questions, I hope everything was clear. It's a brief introduction to social media, of course. We are really thankful for your presence today. Of course, it was a session for the Caribbean workshop that will happen, and that happened. I hope everything was clear for you. Feel free to ask me any questions. I will try to answer with my best. So thank you. You can raise your hand to ask some questions. Okay, so first, I'm going to try to take the longest one. Okay, let's begin by Luisa Cardenas. Whoops. Sorry about that. Hi, Luisa. Are you still here?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Thank you. I will ask, how can I get the location-based advertising?
Yes. So I'm gonna put you a link at the end of the page. I'm pretty sure I'm having a link at another slide. For sure, we can give you location-based advertisement. Like NASDAQ was pretty great. It's basically normally companies that are doing those kind of web, like links to mobile phone for you.
And what do you think, how much would it cost, or is it expensive?
Well, location-based advertisement, of course, it's a good investment. Depending of course, how many reach you're gonna get. It could vary, of course. It would be like, for example, around 5,000 or so, something like that, depending.
Okay, thank you. That was all. Thanks for all.
Thanks. Hi, oops. Hi, Marcel Villamil.
Hello, my name is Marcel, and
Mm-hmm.
I did a little question about the statistics about Twitter, but I'm not sure if you answered something because I lost a little bit of your presentation.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you would like me to repeat the statistic about Twitter?
Okay, I want to know if I can get some class of feedback about the Twitter system, about the statistics of the reachability of the message of the tweets that I make to that I will use in a campaign, for example.
Okay. Yeah, Twitter is having a kind of, it's not like a Twitter analytics, but it's a bit different. Um, there's certainly a kind of feedback you're going to have with your Twitter account too. So you basically need to go on your Twitter and type Twitter business, and you can have a lot of info about the Twitter analytics. I didn't hear about it, but you can have the same kind of info than Facebook, basically. So the number of tweets you're getting, and you directly see it too, because basically on your Twitter account, you directly see who's speaking, and you're following members. You're going to see every day how they increase too. So it's basically a bit like Facebook, the same kind of info.
So this is something like a qualitative info, but not quantitative, is it?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have more quantitative. Like, okay, you have like more like, okay, you get more 50 more followers this week. You get 200 tweets, but it's more like how many you get. And it's, or of course, it's for you after that to think, okay, what happened this week that I did that makes people more tweeting about me, or what kind of subject is interesting my target market.
No, okay.
Is it answering your question?
Yes, yes. That's really nice. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Hi, Elisa Menard.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. My question simply is whether or not, I know you gave an overview of each of the services that are being used for marketing using social media, but the question was, do you have sort of a comprehensive list of the most up-to-date ones so that a person could have a look at it and literally line them up side by side and say, okay, I need this for this particular option, this service for this outreach to a particular group of clients, or use this for something else? Like, do you have anything prepared like that?
Well, I don't have it in my presentation right now, like a comparable table.
Right.
We could send you one, basically, I wanted just to show, like, for example, LinkedIn is good for career opportunities, talking about your business. Twitter is more interactive. Facebook is showing more videos and pictures. So they're basically having their own mission that
Right.
you can read. So, yeah.
No, I was just saying, I understand that part of it, but for example, some of the things you talked about with LinkedIn, I've never even heard of, and I've been on LinkedIn for years. So I was just hoping to have something that would give me a real synopsis of what each particular social network provides, so that I could say, okay, let me use my LinkedIn better by doing this or doing that, and let me use my Twitter in such and such a way. Do you have any kind of PDF documents or anything like that?
Well, I didn't do any PDF about LinkedIn, Twitter. It was more informative, but I have the link. If you just go here, I'm going to show you my last slide. It's links, great links about where I found those info. Sorry about all the change. It's, for example, LinkedIn Business. It's going to show you everything about LinkedIn Business. That's where, of course, I'm using linkedin.com/business. It's basically you get all your info about how to use your LinkedIn account, your share button, how to add that. You get everything in there. And Facebook Insights and Google Analytics and Business Twitter, that's where you get everything.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there any other questions? You can raise your hand. To answer the question of Augustine Rodriguez, who asked me how much usually costs the mobile publicity. Well, it's really depending of your market, how much text message you want to send, like which do you want like something that is going to be like flash, or do you want something that is going to be like a video that is going to pop up under, or just an image, and is it going to link with something? So it's basically really variable for the cost. I hope it answers your question. So if there is no more questions, I would like to thank you so much for being part of this webinar about social media marketing tools. This webinar will be available on the website of YABC. Thank you very much for your presence and your interactivity, your questions. I hope it was a great introduction for you to social media, and that you're going to be able to use more deeply LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, and hopefully you're going to get to try the location-based advertisement that I think could be, it's just amazing with the smartphone right now that are beginning to be more and more popular. eMarketer.com is really a good website also to be get good updates about social media. So really, it could be in your a good lecture to do. We will share the presentation link too on the website. So thank you very much, everyone, to being there, and I wish you a great day.